Dear students, Salam Alaikum. This is topic 3 Integration by Substitution. We have done part of it in the class. Now, this lecture will complete most of it. Now, substitution by integration is like running the chain rule backward. Now, let's recall a few things from Calculus 1. Now, if you differentiate x power n, integrate x power n, you'll get x power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. If you differentiate x power n plus 1 over n plus 1 with respect to x, you'll get x power n. See, we are not worried about c here, and n is not equal to minus 1, so it's understood. Now, the chain rule is, now here you are differentiating x power n plus 1, here you are going to differentiate u power n plus 1. Here you get x power n, here you will get u power n and an extra piece called du by dx, because you have to differentiate the u. If you differentiate x, you will get 1 here, which we do not write. Here you get du by dx. This is very important. So you can write an integral u power n du by dx as u power n du. So you'll have a function here, a compound function of a function, and its derivative will be sitting outside, which you can write it as u power n du, and the function is the power function. We'll get u power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So suppose you have u equal to g of x, f of g, then derivative of g dx, that you can write it as f of u prime dx, which is equal to f of u du. So this u prime dx will become du. Now you'll always have a function of a function f of g, and the derivative of g is outside. In this topic, all questions are like that. Now, today we'll learn how to do the substitution rule. U equal to g of x, f of g, g prime. Instead of writing g of x, we are going to write u. F of u prime dx is equal to f of u du. Now, these are examples. These are not rules. You have to look at these examples and understand. So here, suppose you want to integrate this. So your f is power 3 u equal to x square plus x, and the derivative of u is 2x plus 1, and this 2x plus 1 is sitting outside. So what is happening? You have f of g, derivative of g dx. You have f of u, derivative of u. Same thing is happening here. You have f of u prime dx. So u equal to x square plus x. The function f is power 3, and the derivative of u is 2x plus 1. In all these topics, you have to check whether the derivative is sitting outside. If it is outside, you can integrate. You have to just make a rule substitution from u to x to u, and u to x in the end, and use those 13 formulae which we did 2 weeks back. Now u equal to x square plus 1. We are not solving the question. We are just looking at the value of u, how the u looks and how the derivative of u looks. Example 2. 4x cube plus x square whole power 5. This whole power 5 is your f of x, f of u actually, and u equal to 4x cube plus x square. What comes inside the power? Here the power is 3, here the power is 5. When you differentiate this, you'll get 12x square plus 2x. You can take 2 common and you'll see 6x square plus x. Now you look at the third example. 7x square root of 1 plus x square. U equal to 1 plus x square. What's the function? Function is the square root. Power half is the function. F is equal to power half. Now du by dx is 2x. And you have x here, you have x here, you have 7 here, you have 2 here. That you can adjust as 7 by 2 or 2 by 7. In different steps it will look different, but you can adjust it. Now you don't worry about the 13. Now here the square root is up, here the square root is down, the power is minus half, that is your f. U equal to 1 plus x square. What is coming inside? Here this thing was coming inside, here this thing was coming inside. Now here 1 plus x square is inside, here also 1 plus x square. So you will get du by dx equal to 2x and u equal to 1 plus x square. Here it is u power half, here it is u power minus half. Example 5. You have 1 minus x square whole power 9 minus 9. Actually, when you take it up, it will become minus 9. And u equal to 1 minus x square, what is coming inside? And du by dx is minus 2x, not plus 2x. It is 0 minus 2x, which is minus 2x. Now here, the u equal to 1 plus x square. Derivative of u is 2x, and here you have 3x, so you are home. 3 and 2 can be adjusted in this type of questions, and again u equal to 1 plus x square, du by dx is 2x. Here the integration will be du over u, which we can do. Here you have integration of 7th example, sin x cos x. You can take u equal to sin x, derivative is cos x. You can take u equal to cos x and the derivative is minus sin x. Because derivative of sine is cosine, so you can choose sine as your function and the cos as the derivative, or you can choose cos as the function and minus sine as the derivative, and you can adjust the sign. In other questions you don't have any choice. In trigonometric questions sometimes we have a choice, sometimes we don't have. Example number 8, we do not have a choice. Why? Because derivative of cos x is sin x, and this power 8 is sitting here. Here there is no power, so you can choose. Now it is u power 8 and the derivative of u is minus sin x, and this minus has to be adjusted. Here you have secant square x and tan power 5, and both the arguments are 4x in example 9. Derivative of tangent is secant square, so u equal to tan 4x, so you will get u power 5 and the derivative is sitting outside. You will have u power 5 and the derivative of u is secant square 4x into 4. There is a into 4 here which I forgot to write. This is it. Now you have cos 2x cube plus 5x. This cannot be u. It is cosine is like your f function and u is 2x cube plus 5x. Please do not focus on the answer. Just try to understand what is u. Then after that the steps are easy. We'll do 15 examples after this. Now derivative of this is 6x square plus 5, and you have 6x square plus 5 sitting here, so integration will be easy. Here this is the example 11, e is the exponential function, and so u is equal to minus x square and the derivative is minus 2x. You can do it, and what is x is sitting here, here it is minus 2x, minus 2 will get adjusted, here it is 1, so you don't have to adjust it. It is 1 is adjusted automatically because 1 by 1 is 1 into 1 is 1 in same thing. Okay, so nothing happens. Now e power sin x, so it is e power u equal to sin x, du by dx equal to cos x. Now here ln x is your u equal to ln x, and it is u power 5 divided by multiplied by the derivative is 1 by x. So here you have u power 5 into the derivative. Look, it is always f of u into derivative of u, f of u du. So it is always like that. You look at these 13 examples. We can have many more examples, but there is no need. You can look at these examples. You can make your own tables of examples after you see the questions. Just try to understand how the u comes from. U comes from the main function and the derivative will be sitting outside. Look, the derivative of 1 plus x square is 2x and the x is sitting outside. This 2 will get adjusted, and also the 7. Same thing happens here. Derivative of cosine is minus sine. The minus gets adjusted. You'll have u power 8. You have to integrate. Here you have to integrate u power 5. We'll see more of this. This table is extra. It is not given in many books, but for your understanding I have written it. If you can do this chapter without the table, that is good, but if you find the chapter difficult, use the table. See the table before the examples, during the examples, and after the examples. Now all examples are similar. Now what is inside? That is the u equal to x square plus x, du by dx is 2x plus 1. So you substitute back, you'll get u power 3 into du, because the derivative is 2x plus 1, which is sitting outside. So du equal to 2x plus 1 dx. So this quantity becomes your du, and this is u cube. So u cube du we have done before. It is u power 3 plus 1 divided by 3 plus 1 plus c. You can write plus c in the last step and put back the value of u. So your question is given in x, your answer should be in x. Sometimes we have to make double substitution. First u, after some steps v, then after some steps w. And it goes on. We have to make 3-4 substitution, but in this semester we'll be doing using only one substitution only. Now this is your capital F. This is your answer. If you differentiate it, you will get back your question. Please check this before. We have done it in the class. Now this example was not done in the class. Example 2, x cos x square. Now u equal to x square and du by dx is 2x. So du equal to 2x dx. Take the 2 this side because here we have x dx. So x dx equal to du by 2, which is half du. Now x cos x square dx, this is your question. This will become cos u plus half du, because we have seen how to x dx is half du. Now this is cos u half du. This half comes out. Integration of cosine is sine. It is plus sign. Okay, we are not writing the plus c. Now what is the value of u? U equal to x square. This is your answer here. Now if you differentiate your answer, you will get back your question, because the derivative of c is 0. You will get half cosine x square, derivative of x square is 2x, half into 2x is x. Okay, you have to be very careful while writing these things, and you should not make mistakes. Yeah. Now let's look at the next example. Evaluate the integral sine x cos x dx. Now derivative of sine is cosine, so let's take u equal to sine x. There are no plus minus problems, everything is plus. Du equal to cos x dx. So this cos x dx has become du, and sine x is u du. You will get u power 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 plus c. You will get u square by 2 plus c. You can write it as sine square x, because u equal to sine x. There is no need of a bracket. It is sine square x, not sine x square, plus c. Now you can check the solution. You differentiate it, you will get back sine x cos x. You can also put u equal to cos x, because du is equal to minus sine x dx, and this minus can be adjusted. So sine x cos x will become minus u du. The integral will be minus u power 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 plus c prime. We are putting a new c, so I have put a dash here. So it is minus u square over 2 plus c prime. You'll get minus cos square x over 2 plus c prime. Now you again take the function, differentiate it, you will get back sine x cos x, because the derivative of cos x is minus sine x, minus into minus is plus. You'll get. See, these two c's will be related, because this is sine square and cosine square. In fact, c prime minus c is equal to half. Do not worry about this note. We do not need it in this chapter. If we need it, we'll discuss it again. Now evaluate the integral 4x cube plus x square whole power 5 into 6x square plus x in bracket dx. Now power is 5. What is inside the power is u. So u equal to 4x cube plus x square. You differentiate it, you will get 12x square plus 2x. Take 2 common, you will get 6x square plus x. So the derivative is sitting outside, and the 2 has to be adjusted, and the multiplicative 2 can be adjusted. So du equal to 2 into 6x square plus x dx. Take the 2 this side, you will get du by 2, which is half du. So now you have, copy your question here. Now this is u power 5. Now x this bracket into dx is half du. So you copy the half du, the half comes out in the next step, you'll get u power 5. And if you integrate u power 5, you'll get u power 6 by 6. Now half into 1 by 6 is 1 by 12, you'll get u power 6 by 12. 2 into 6 is 12, 1 into u square is u power 6 is u power 6 plus c. Now put back the value of u, you'll get that power 5 becomes power 6. Now again, if you differentiate it, you'll get back your answer. Sorry, the question. Now what will happen? You take 6 here, 6 power 6 minus 1, and you differentiate here. This 6 will and 2 here will get cancelled. You will be left with 6x square plus x. You can write it on the left or on the right. It does not matter. Now let's look at problem number 2. Cos x integration of e power sin x. Now this is the exponential function. So you put u equal to sin x and du by dx equal to cos x. So du equal to cos x dx. So you copy the integral. You will get cos x dx as du, and e power sin x is e power u. So integration of e power u is e power u plus c, and u is sin x. Again you write down your capital F, e power sin x plus c. When you differentiate, you will get e power sin x into cos x. Now this cos x you can write on the right or on the left. And the derivative of c is 0. I am not going to write 0, 0 again and again in every page. Now this question is like your previous questions. 3x power 4 plus x cube whole power 3 into this bracket 4x cube plus x square plus into dx. Now if you differentiate this, you should get this. If that does not happen, then we cannot use the techniques we have learned today. We will have to learn some new techniques. Now u equal to 3x power 4 plus x cube. To differentiate, you will get 12x cube plus 3x square. Take 3 common, you will get 4x cube plus x square. You will always find the derivative sitting outside in this chapter, not in other chapters. So du equal to 3 into this bracket dx. So for this bracket into dx is 1 by 3 du. Now copy your question here. It is u power 3. Just this is equal to u. So u power 3, and this quantity is 1 by 3 du. 1 by 3 will come out. You have u cube. Power 3 has a name called cube. Now integrate it. You will get u power 4 by 4. 3 into 4 is 12. You have u power 4 by 12 plus c. Now you have the answer here. Now you have to somehow differentiate it. Now if you differentiate this, you will get back your question. Derivative of c is 0. I am reminding you. Now let's look at problem number 4. X into e power minus x square. Now u equal to minus x square. This is the exponential function. Actually this function has a name because of the power 2. It is called Gaussian. You will find it in your statistics books and also in your physics books. So du by dx is equal to minus 2x, and x dx equal to minus half du. See, these three steps are important. That's why I have written it in detail. Some people can do it in their mind, but do it carefully. Now integration of x into e power minus x square will be minus half e power u du. Take the minus half common, you will get e power u du, and the integration of e power u is e power u plus c. Now see, u equal to minus x square, put it back, you have got the answer. Now this is the function which is your answer, the capital F. If you differentiate it, you will get it. Now let's look at this derivative. Your minus half e power minus x square, derivative of minus x square is minus 2x. Minus into minus is plus, half into 2 is 1. So you get back x into e power minus x square. You can write this x on the left or on the right. Now it is 4x square root of 1 plus x square. Now u equal to 1 plus x square, whatever comes, square root means power half. So what comes inside becomes u almost all the time. So du by dx equal to 2x. So du equal to 2x dx, x dx equal to half du. Understand, you will have similar steps and different numbers in all the questions. Sometimes it's 1 by 2, sometimes 1 by 3. So that's it. This 4 comes out. This x dx will become half du. Write half du here. Take the half outside. 4 into half is 2. You are left with square root of u, which is u power half du. Now remember to copy the 2 which is outside in all the steps. 2 here, 2 here. We'll combine it in the next. If you integrate u power half, you'll get half plus half, which is 3 by 2. So u power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. This will become 2 divided by 3 by 2 is 4 by 3. Please do not use decimals. Now this can be written as u square root of u, because 3 by 2 is 1 plus half. So this is 1 here and half here. Plus c. Now you put back the value of u, you'll get 4 by 3 into 1 plus x square whole power 3 by 2, which you can also write like this. Learn to write the answer in different ways. Different machines write it, different books write it differently. Now evaluate the integral 6x over square root of 1 plus x square. In this question, the square root was above, so you had u power half. In this question, it will become u power minus half. So now what is inside? 1 plus x square, u equal to 1 plus x square, du by dx equal to 2x. Now du equal to 2x dx, x dx equal to half du like before. This 6 will come out. You write 1 over square root of u, and this half will come out. 6 into half is 3. 3, 1 divided by u power half, which is u power minus half. When this goes up, it becomes u power minus half. Minus half plus 1 is plus half. 3 divided by half is 6. We'll get 6 u power half, which is 6 square root of u plus c. Remember to write, and this half power can be written as the square root. So get back to your square root as before. Now this is your answer. You differentiate it. I have given all the differentiation steps. You'll get back your question. Now let's look at example number 7. Last two examples, the power was plus half and minus half. How much is the power here? Power is minus 3. We do not need the power minus 3 in these steps. U equal to 1 minus x square, du by dx equal to minus 2x, and x dx equal to minus half du. We have done this step many times, so I don't have to go into more detail. Now this is x dx, you write together, it becomes minus half du. I have written this minus half because in the middle you cannot write minus without a bracket. So you do it. Here we don't need a bracket because once you take the minus half here, the bracket is not needed, but inside you are multiplying, you are not subtracting. This 1 over u cube becomes u power minus 3, and you will get that equal to now minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. Here you have minus 2, this minus this 2, and this minus 2 will become plus 4. You will get u power minus 2 over 4, 1 divided by 4u square plus c, and u equal to 1 minus x square whole square in the denominator. Again, if you differentiate your answer, you will get back your question just like your many other examples. Now, secant square, if you differentiate tangent, you will get secant square. So your answer is related to the tangent. You have to only fix the number, that's 7x plus 3. Now put u equal to 7x plus 3, du by dx equal to 7. So dx equal to 1 by 7 du. Now just remember here, du by dx equal to 7. Take 7 here, take x here. So dx equal to du by 7, which you write as a fraction 1 by 7 du. Now put here dx equal to 1 by 7 du. Again I have kept some space here so that you can see the 1 by 7. It is secant square u 1 by 7. This 1 by 7 will come out. You will get secant square u du. Integration. Now what's the integration of secant square? Tangent. Tangent u, and 1 by 7 is outside. And how much is u? 7x plus 3. So whenever you have sine, cosine, all those 6 functions, if you see something inside, you just put it equal to u. So your answer is 1 by 7 tan 7x plus 3 in bracket plus c. See, this 1 by 7 is very important. You should carefully adjust the numbers, fix the numbers, okay? Now example 9. Again, you can differentiate your answer, and when you differentiate this secant square, you will get it. When you differentiate tangent, you will get secant square. Now evaluate the integral sine power 5 cos x. Derivative of sine is cosine. Last time it was sine x cos x. The power was 1. Now here the power is 5. U equal to sine x. Du by dx equal to cos x. So du equal to cos x dx. So this cos x dx will become du and this will become u power 5. So you have u power 5 du, which is u power 6 by 6. Now what do? You can write this by 6 on the side like 1 by 6. It looks nice and you will get 1 by 6 into sine power 6x. This is power 6. Do not write 6 above the, it is not x power 6, it is sine power 6. Now you differentiate this. Now let's discuss the differentiation. 1 by 6 is outside. 6 into sine power 6 minus 1. Derivative of sine x is cos x. You get sine power 5x into cos x. Now let's look at problem number 10. Evaluate the integral e power x into e power x plus 2 whole power 4. Don't worry about the power 4. Whatever is inside the power is u. U equal to e power x plus 2 and the derivative is e power x. Look, the derivative is always sitting outside in this type of question. So du equal to e power x dx. E power x dx equal to du. There is overwriting here. I am writing this again and again for your understanding. Now you will get u power 4 into du, which is u power 5 by 5 after you finish the integration. This 1 by 5, you can write 1 by 5 outside. Whichever looks nice, you do it. 1 by 5 into e power x plus 2 whole power 5. You put back what the value of u here. Now again, you have, this is your answer. Now you differentiate 1 by 5, 5, 5 power 5 minus 1. Derivative of e power x is e power x. Derivative of 2 is 0. Derivative of c is 0. You will get e power x. 5 minus 1 is 4. The power is 4. 1 by 5 into 5 is 1. No need to write 1 here. Now this e power x you can write on the left or on the right. Both are fine. Now evaluate the integral x over 1 plus x square. Here the power is minus 1. So you cannot use the first rule. You have to use the logarithm rule. Natural logarithm. U equal to 1 plus x square. Du by dx equal to 2x. X dx equal to half du. We have seen it before. Now write this x here. You'll get x dx here and 1 by here. You're only doing a small algebra here. Now x dx equal to half du. So we have half du here and 1 by u. The half comes out 1 over u du. The power is minus 1. So the answer is logarithm. Half logarithm natural u. This half can be taken inside. U power half will become square root of u. Do not worry this. If these are properties of logarithms, we'll do it some other time. Your answer is half logarithm natural 1 plus x square plus. Now if you differentiate this, you will get x over 1 plus x square. Please check your differentiation sometime. Now evaluate the integration of secant square 3x tan 3x. Both numbers have to be same. If you have 3x here, it should be 3x here. If they are different, then you cannot use this rule. What we are learning today, we'll need a new rule which we don't need it in this semester. Now derivative of tangent is secant square, so put u equal to tan 3x. Please do not put u equal to secant square 3x, because if you put u equal to this, the derivative of secant square is not equal to tangent. It has some other value which will not, some other function which will not discuss. The derivative of tangent is secant square, so put u equal to tangent. Remember to write the 3x, that's why I put the bracket, and du by dx is, derivative is 3 secant square 3x. When you differentiate 3x, you get 3. You do not write it on the right, you write it on the left. So du equal to 3 secant square 3x dx. So secant square 3x dx is equal to 1/3 du. Now you will get u, secant tangent is u, 1/3 du. Remember, secant square 3x dx is 1/3 du. You put 1/3 du here, and tangent is u. So it is, do not put u power 2 by mistake. Look here, secant square is 1/3 du. So secant square will become 1/3 du, and tangent is the u. Look here, tangent is the u here. U into 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is a number, it will come out, you will get u du, which is u power 2 by 2. 3 into 2 is 6. You will get u square over 6 plus c, and put back the value of u. Your home. Again, you can differentiate and you can check the answer. Now, question number 13, problem number 13 is different from others. Now you'll be confused. What is there? There is only one sitting here. Now you cannot put u equal to 1 in this chapter. So now remember, note, tangent is equal to sine over cosine. So tangent x is sine x by cos x, u equal to cos x. Because the derivative of cosine x is minus sine x and should be in the numerator. So you have u equal to cos x, derivative is minus sine x. So sine x dx equal to minus du. So when you look at this integral, the derivative is sitting here and the function is sitting down and the derivative is sitting up. So you have 1 by cos x into sine x dx. Sine x dx is minus du. I have put a bracket. This minus is inside and you are multiplying with the bracket. 1 by u. This dx is not there. I will remove it. Okay. This minus will come out. We'll get minus integral 1 over u. Integration of 1 over u is logarithm natural absolute value of u. You cannot put negative number for the logarithm. It will give a math error over the reals. So you have to do it. This minus can be taken inside. Do not worry about it. You can write how much is u? U equal to cos x. So your answer is minus ln u absolute value minus ln absolute value of cos x. So if you know the properties of logarithms, this will become u power minus 1, which is equal to 1 over u. It will become 1 over cosine. 1 over cosine is secant. We do not need this information today. That cosine answer is sufficient. Again, if you differentiate this, we'll get back the question. Now evaluate the integral tangent square 8x. Now again, this question is different from all the other questions. Now you have to know a little bit of your trigonometry. Secant square minus tan square equal to 1. So tan square equal to secant square minus 1. So you have tan square 8x equal to secant square 8x minus 1. You put back this here. Now you have two things. If you have two things, you have to do them one at a time. So do secant square separately, do one separately. If you do secant square separately, you will get the integration of secant square is tangent 8x divided by 8. This 8 is outside, you cannot cancel it. Integration of 1 is minus x plus c. Remember to write plus c. Now again, we'll differentiate this answer and check f of x equal to 1 over 8 tan 8x minus x plus c. We are not using the u method in this, but this question will come in this topic because we are using a u little bit here, but not much. No, in this question we are not using it. Now you differentiate 1 by 8 secant square. The derivative of tangent is secant square. Derivative of 8x is 8. This 1 by 8 into 8 is 1 and minus 1. You'll get secant square 8x minus 1, which is tangent square 8x. So we don't use any substitution here, but this question normally is put in this chapter. Now the last question is evaluate the integral ln x over x. Now the derivative of ln x is 1 over x. So u equal to ln x. Du by dx is 1 by x. There are no plus minus problems. There are no numbers other than 1. Into 1 is the same thing. Divide by 1 is the same thing. So 1 by x dx is du. We'll get ln x into 1 over x dx. 1 over x 1 by x dx is du. You have u du. You'll get u square by 2 plus c. You'll get ln x whole square. Okay, here the bracket is important. In trigonometry, we do not put the bracket. Some people write ln square, that is also fine. So ln square x plus c. Ln x, yeah. Now if you differentiate this answer, you'll get back the question half into 2 into ln x power 2 minus 1 into derivative of ln x. 2 minus 1 is 1. No need to write. Half into 2 is 1. No need to write the 1. Derivative of ln x is 1 by x. So it becomes ln x by x. So that's all we have in this topic today. Inshallah, we'll discuss this more in the class. Thank you.